Now we are with very esteemed guest, Miss Eva. Hello, Eva.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are
So,
you?
how are you enjoying today? How are you enjoying the sailing today?
It's been very nice. I spent most of the day up at the deck, so I'm all
Up there.
on the sun deck.
All right.
So I'm very relaxed. Got some sun.
So, I would say you like the weather here.
Yes,
It's
pretty good.
is it cold where you are? Like this is very warm to you, or is just
I thought it would be a little colder, but I'm glad that it's warmer than I thought it was going to
Yes,
be.
it is.
Because I
Definitely it
can't
is.
complain. I need the sun. I always need some sun.
yes. All
But
of us,
no,
really.
Yeah.
Vitamin D.
I like the lack of humidity. It's surprisingly
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Because usually some people expect there is humidity, but it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you come across the cruise? How did you know about Farah cruise?
I'm not sure. My mom planned all of this, and our uncle is also a travel agent, so there must be some connection, but he put us in here, and I mean, it's been great. My mom just said like, "Oh, it's nice. You'll see." She saw photos. She never showed any of us the photos. So we just came blind, and I mean, we've been having a
just
lot of
came
fun.
in.
Yeah, we just came in like, okay.
And since you were, I would say it was a surprise for you. What was your very first impression coming into the cruise?
I did my first American cruise in May, so I was like, oh, it's not gonna be as big, okay. But I came in and I was like, oh, this is nice. It was very modern. I wasn't expecting anything, but when I came in, it definitely it was impressive. Came in, I was like, oh, it's so nice. There was a trolley with all the food. I was like, okay.
So you like the food here,
Yeah, it's been great.
the cuisine and everything. And
Yeah, a lot of options.
have you joined the cooking class that has been here or?
No, my family wanted to. We said, let's go. And then I got super tired and I was like,
It's okay. Like staying in the sun for too long, it is fine.
Yeah,
Understandable.
exactly.
And since it is your very first time visiting Egypt, how do you find cruising across the Nile River?
I mean, it's been pretty iconic. I mean, it's the Nile. From outside, everyone says like, oh, the Nile is this, the Nile is that. It's just this big river and it gives life and everything. And I mean, I look out and I'm like, I'm on it. It's really cool too to see like the green on right by the water and then the desert right by. It's like you get a little bit of everything. It's been
So
really
you
fun.
visualized how the ancient Egyptians used to live too, like
Yeah, I try. I look around. I'm like, okay, how would it look?
yes. And any specific detail, like so many people talked about details, the attention to details on the cruise. So any specific detail that caught your attention on the cruise?
I thought, I mean, the service is very good. So they'll like think of things. They'll try to get to know you. I think what got me and my family, we thought it was pretty funny where we'll come back from getting our food and then they'll try to take the plate from you so they can walk it to the table for you. And we were like, oh, this is pretty fancy. Okay.
Feeling very majestic, Yeah. And okay, so the hospitality, you mean? And for the bedrooms, how did you find, sleep in the cabins and so on?
The towel formations, they do
The
a little
towel
animal
formation?
every time, and I take a photo every time. I've been having so much fun.
Really feel surprising,
Yeah.
like
Every time we open the door, we're like, what's it gonna be?
really? Oh, so you're anticipating what's going to be?
Because
that
we
time.
realized, I thought it was gonna be just a heart or something. Because the first night it was a heart and a swan. Because my brother and I are staying in a room, separate beds. And then the next day it was a dog. And then we asked my parents and they said, oh, ours is an elephant. So we were like, okay. And then there was a snake. And so we were just, every time I open the door now, I'm like, what's it gonna be?
You're checking together who has what, right? Okay. And since you have been talking about, the experience on the sundeck up there, so what is the feeling that you only got in Egypt? Like I know this place is very sacred. This is a very magical place. So what kind of feeling that you had? The overall ambience and atmosphere.
You get a feeling of being very small, I think, when you go to the temples and you go into the museums and you see all the artifacts. I get this feeling of being very small where it's just, this country's so old, there's so much stuff right under our feet most likely, that you see the mummies and it's like, yeah, this person was alive 5,000 years ago, and it's so crazy to think about. So I think that would be the biggest thing where I walk around and I'm like, oh my gosh.
And any specific temple that you liked?
Oh, I'm forgetting the name. It was one. It was the one in Luxor with all the pillars and the. I think it was the 67, the 140 pillars or something.
Okay, the
Where-
biggest one you mean?
The one with the very colorful. I'm completely blanking on the name.
It's okay. It's okay. It's completely
There's so
fine.
many. We've
yeah,
seen so many.
I know.
But it was insane to see the work and the colors and how well everything was preserved. And I think that one, I took some great photos too. But I think that one was the most marking one, where it was just so grand and everything. So.
And how did you find the interiors of the cruise? How did you find, the colors always have effect on the human psychology and how they relax. And so how did you find the interiors?
I think it was never overwhelming. You can definitely walk around and feel like it's nice, it's clean. Didn't ever feel like something was out of place. Very organized, which I appreciate a lot. The sundeck's really nice too, with like the monotone, the little lights, and the beige and the green and the brown. So it's been very nice.
Do you experience the cruise in the future too?
Yeah, If I were to come with people who never come, I'd be like, let's take a cruise. It's definitely worth it. Went to this one, it was great. I definitely would. I feel like you can't miss out on the Nile and all the temples that you wouldn't probably hit, since they're smaller towns and everything.
So since we have been talking about, before we started the podcast, I asked you if you've been to any other places other than Luxor and Aswan and so on. Where have you been in Egypt?
We went to Cairo. We got here, went to
Okay.
Cairo first.
Yeah.
And that was
Okay, so tell me more about the experience of Cairo.
It was rushed. We were staying at one hotel, and then we'd go somewhere, and I mean, we had a little van rented out and everything, but we talked about the traffic and everything, how it was very, very tight, everyone seemed like they were just doing their own thing, and it still worked in some crazy way. But
Yeah, I told you practice.
exactly.
Practice makes
A lot of
perfect.
experts on the road. That was fun. Also, the lack of crosswalks, I think,
Yeah.
got us. We were like, okay, we just go.
Oh, we just go.
We just go.
We just leave it to God. Like, let's just see. And okay, so which place so far? We're sailing towards Aswan. So are you familiar with the place? Do you know anything about a place?
I got some brief history, like when we'd go to the museums or the temples. Aswan was where they always got the rocks to build, or the stones to build the temples and to build the pyramids and
Alright.
everything. How it was like impressive to use the Nile. So that's kind of my idea of it. It's farther up north, warmer. That's, I think, the idea that I have in my head. I don't know what to expect.
Okay, and all right, so right now I'm going to ask you. I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to say one word, and you will have to answer with just one word. Okay. That's it. So I'm going to tell you. Tell me one word about traveling in general.
Amazing.
Amazing. Egypt.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm forgetting the word. It's inspiring.
Inspiring. Ancient Egyptian. Since you saw the temples and so, what one word would you say on ancient Egyptians?
Smart.
Smart.
Advanced.
Advanced, yeah. So now we don't know lots of things that they did, though. Yes, and okay, and finally, Farah Nile cruise.
Relaxing.
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 Okay. Eva, that has been amazing talking to you, really,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for joining us here today. Thank
Thank
you so
you,
much.
yeah.
Thank you. And that has been for today. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for more podcast episodes on Farah Nile cruise. Thank you.